I don't have perfect mornings. I have determined ones. So yesterday was a wash. If you noticed my videos last week, we were not at home. We went to Belize and we had the very best time with our family. We decided this year that we were going to we were going to make experiences and not just buy stuff. They get, on the other side of the family, our granddaughter has lots of grandparents, lots and lots of relatives, and she doesn't need more stuff. And we would like to spend time with her. So we love Belize, and we decided to take them with us so that they could hopefully fall in love with Belize too. Well, we were supposed to get home at 6 p.m., and our plane was delayed until 10. We were able to get on an earlier flight, which was great, but then it was like, okay, it's 9 o'clock. Do we want to drive all the way home, which is like 4 hours, or do we want to stop and get a hotel and head out in the morning? But there were weather warnings. And I'm so glad we chose to push through because there were all these accidents in the Tulsa area yesterday morning, and we would have possibly been in the middle of all that. Anyway, we got home at like 1 o'clock a.m. So yesterday, I went through the entire day like a zombie. I was so tired. When I got home, I was cold because it was like summer when we left, and then it was like serious winter when we got home. So I couldn't get warm while I was sleeping, and I was so tired, and I just didn't want to do anything but come home and go to sleep. So I didn't record this video, which is why I had a dad joke up today. So, having been off for a week, I thought that was really good. You know, resting while you're training is good. And I expected that it would be okay to take that week off and then just pick up where I left off. So I had 4 miles to do this morning. And when I got up, I was like, oh, is it snowing? Is there ice? Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to figure this out because my training plan is going through the winter. So I'm going to have to figure this out. But I got dressed, I put on all my stuff, and I walked. I was shedding, it was 28 degrees, which I've been waiting for. Like, I've been waiting for it to be cold because I cannot stand being so hot. I still sweat. Started peeling off layers as I was walking, and there was no snow, there was no ice. There is a moth. And the walk was good. The walk was good. I did 15.5-minute miles, which having taken off for a week, I felt pretty good. The stretching afterward was horrible. It was just like the worst. It's bad on a good day. It was after taking a week off, I didn't stretch or anything. I did sort of like, movements in the pool, but I didn't do any like serious stretching while I was gone. And I really need to be doing that every day, which was driven home to me this morning. It was hard. So I think that if I hadn't been in airports all day, dehydrated, stiff from sitting on planes. Oh my gosh, the last plane we were on, it was so, so small. And I said something to ChatGPT about it. ChatGPT is my best work buddy. And ChatGPT says, that's the airline's fault for making you sit in a Barbie-sized seat. And I thought, ChatGPT is right. That was a Barbie-sized seat. You should have seen the three of us. It was me and my husband and my child. So my husband's 6'3". He's a big guy. I'm 5'11". I'm a big girl. And my son, our son, is 6'6", and he's a big guy. And then there was another big guy. There were 4 seats across, and we're all squashed into that last row of the plane. It was crazy. Like, I don't think we needed seatbelts at all. It was nuts. Anyway, stiff, uncomfortable. I've never seen traffic like that before at an airport. I've never flown on the Thanksgiving holiday. This was the very first for me. And I was shocked by how many people were in the Dallas airport. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But this morning, I thought, gosh, am I going to be able to really do this? I haven't done this in so long. But you know what? My playlist is so good. I've told you this before. My playlist is good. My mind was in the right place. It's like there's nothing out there that's going to stop me from walking. And then I got about 2.5 miles done, and my headlamp stopped working. So I ran in the house really quick. I got a small flashlight, which if I thought that the headlamp on the light on that was narrow, This flashlight seemed even more narrow. It was like I had tunnel vision. It was very strange. But I got it done. I got it done in a good amount of time, and I am sore today. I am sore from sitting at work. I usually get up every 30 minutes with my app, which for whatever reason doesn't work anymore. I've got to figure that out. And then I had technical difficulties on my website at work today. So I was on tech support for probably like an hour. And somebody came in my door and I stood up and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can walk. So the day after a tough day isn't always the easiest. It can be pretty ugly, but this is where our stripes are earned. This is where aging rebels prove their mettle. And I was super excited today with a comment I got from Lori, another Lori, who is a viewer on this channel. And she said that it's cold in Alabama where she is, it's raw and windy. But if Aging Rebel could walk in 28-degree weather, she could certainly walk, and she did. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yay, Lori, you rock. But it's hard sometimes to like get your mind around that. It's so easy to accept comfort. It's easy to be comfortable. But where does it get you in the end, right? We need to force through those times where it's not super easy, it's not super convenient, and do the thing because we know that one, it's going to do good for us, but also we're going to feel better after we do it. I'd say 9 times out of 10. So, like I said, the cold didn't scare me at all. I knew I had enough stuff to put on that the cold didn't scare me, and I was still peeling off layers. I was excited to be cold. I am excited to figure out how I'm going to do this over the winter. I really am not happy about snow, should it snow. I broke my ankle in snow in 2018, and I've got PTSD from breaking my ankle. Like, I'm thinking, how am I going to do this if I have to have snow involved? So we're going to have to cross that bridge when we get, well, I'm going to think about a lot before I do it, because I feel like if you think about how you're going to do these things, it makes it a whole lot easier when the situation comes up and you don't have another reason to say, oh, I can't do that today, I'll do it another time, because you've thought about it and you have option A and maybe option B or C too. Consistency doesn't always have to feel good, but doing it and showing up for yourself, it can flip your whole week. I mean, you just one win on top of the next win on top of the next win, and pretty soon you're like doing it all the time, and it's so good for you. So keep doing that. Keep facing those hard things and pushing through. Don't do stupid stuff. You know how I feel about that. But I mean, taking precautions to not freeze to death, of course, or whatever. If there's ice and stuff, I've got crampons. Will I wear them? I don't know. I don't know how you could walk for a long distance in that. Anyway, I'm still thinking about this. But keep doing it. Keep doing it. And let your mind rule over your body, as opposed to your body who wants to just be comfortable and sit on the couch under a blanket saying, yeah, we don't need to do that today. So tell me, what is something that you did today that you didn't want to do today, but you did it anyway? Because it's those kind of things that we're going to celebrate here. And we know that if we keep doing it today, tomorrow's going to be easier. Even the stretching, if it's ugly and icky and doesn't feel good and I hate it every dang day. It's definitely easier when I do it every day. Thanks for spending time with me today. If this encouraged you, give it a thumbs up and share it with another aging rebel who needs a little hope. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, live strong, laugh often, and shine with purpose.